Hey, it's Alicia here at newvaadvice.com, where I help new and seasoned virtual assistants get out of overwhelm and create a virtual assistant business that they love. Today, I'm going to be answering a question from a reader that came in my inbox, and she's looking for advice on a subject. Here's what she says. Looking for advice on keeping things on track and keeping the ball rolling instead of feeling like I'm chasing after the ball. Great topic, and I think something we're all concerned with as business owners. So I can give you some advice on what works great for me in my business and may help you as well. It's what I call the PSTS Method. It's really just an acronym, and I like acronyms because they help me remember things and keep things simple. So PSTS stands for prioritize, schedule, take action, and systems. So let me go through each piece and explain what that means and how it can help you to feel like you're keeping things on track and you're not feeling overwhelmed and that you're chasing the ball. So first we have prioritize. The first thing I always suggest is to know your why. Why did you create, or why do you want to create your virtual assistant business? Now, I always say to people, the answer is not just money. So what does that money afford you? What can it do for you in your life? Are there things that it can pay off or pay for or give you time back with your family? So you need to know your why, and it should be somewhere prominent that you look at it all the time. Next would be set some goals for yourself, and this can be for your business and your personal life as well. When you're thinking about what to prioritize, what's important to you in your life and your business, write those things down, however that works for you. You can do a brain dump. Just think of everything that comes to mind when it comes to your priorities and goals for business and life. You can make a list. You can record yourself thinking out loud, however that works for you. So that's your first letter here, is for prioritize. Next would be to schedule things. So I talk a lot on the blog about using what I call the time block method. So it's basically looking at the available pockets of time that you have in your day that you can fit things in to get them done so that there is some forward motion for you. So in order to do this, you're also going to need to look at what other things you need to get done in your life. So for example, maybe you're still working a full-time job and you're building up your virtual assistant business on the side. Maybe you have other family responsibilities or a schedule that you work around as far as your husband's work schedule. You want to consider all of those things when creating your schedule. So again, like you did a brain dump of things that are priorities to your life and goals, you want to do the same thing with your schedule. What things come up? What appointments are there? What household duties do you have? And remember to schedule in time for yourself, so some me time. And also look at what things you need to do for your virtual assistant business. So again, get it all written out and then start to flesh that out into a schedule that works for you. However that means, looking at a calendar, doing it in your phone. For example, if you work full-time, you know you're going to need to block out the hours that you're at work right off the bat. So go through your calendar, even if you want to look at a week at a time, block off all your full-time work hours. Boom, that piece is done. Then start taking your other pieces and plug them into blocks of time that will fit into your schedule best for you, whether it's a half hour here or there or an hour or two, and start to fill in the pieces of your schedule. So that's your first S for schedule. Now the next one is one of the most important pieces probably in this whole method. It's take action. And this is what happens. A lot of people get organized and they create a schedule and they make a list of things to do, but they don't take action on it. And this is what's going to set you apart from other people trying to set up their business and be successful at it. You have to take action. So when you schedule those pieces in on your calendar, take them seriously when they come up as a to-do, whether it's your Google Calendar or a daily planner, however you keep track of your schedule. When you get a notification or see it come up in your schedule, for example, that you have an hour set aside to do some marketing for your virtual assistant business, take that seriously and use that hour to do what you set out to do. Just like if you had a doctor's appointment, you wouldn't just skip out, or your child had a dentist appointment. You're not just gonna not show up, right? So be there for yourself. You and your business are a priority, and by scheduling and taking action on it, you're making sure that you are giving that to yourself, keeping it a priority, and that's how you're going to move forward. So your last letter in this little acronym is another S for systems. This is another big one. This is going to help you save yourself some time and also keep track. So when you mentioned about keeping track of things, this is a great way to do it. Think about things that you do in your life or in business that you do the same all the time. It's a routine task for you, and ways to make that simpler or cut down time for those tasks. For example, let's say that you write to your list. You have a list of interested prospects in your business, which is an important thing to do. And let's say that you want to send them an email weekly, some kind of newsletter, just checking in, keeping in touch with them. Well, to go through that process, you probably do the same thing every time. You brainstorm a topic, you write something out, you open up your management system for your list and plop it into a template, you schedule that, all of those pieces, that's your system. That's something that you do every single time and how you do it. So document that, and it makes it easier for you when things are crazy and it's time to write to your list again. You just pull up your system and see how you do it so you don't feel overwhelmed. How do you create that system? It could be simply writing it out in a Word doc. You could record video, like a screen share of how you do it, or audio. Now, here's a side tip. Doing this, yes, it will help you save time, but think about it this way. If you're looking to expand at some point in your business and outsource some work, especially the things that you don't have as much time for or is not your big strong suit that only you can do in your business, you can outsource those things. And if you have systems in place already, you can just pass those on to the person that you outsource to. So yes, virtual assistants can have virtual assistants. So documenting your systems in this way is going to help you save time, and it's going to help you if you're looking to expand at some point. Another way that you can use systems to save yourself some time is to look at tools, especially online tools, apps, software that can help you keep track of things and be on top of things. So one of these ways is to make sure you have some way to manage the projects and the clients that you're working with. So there are a number of different kinds of project management system softwares out there. For example, you have Basecamp, Asana, Podio, Teamwork PM. There are a number of different ones out there that basically it's a way for you to organize the projects that you're working on online. You can add all of the pieces. If you have files from a client, you can set deadlines for yourself. You can share this information with the client or just keep it for yourself as a way to keep track of things. You can do all of that in one place. If you're outsourcing to other people or you're on a team of virtual assistants, it's a great way to share information and everyone is on the same page. So you might want to look into what is best for you. Most of these things have free trials, so you can test it out and see what works best for you. Another place that you want to think about using a tool or online software to save yourself some time and keep track of things is when it comes to invoicing and expenses. So for example, something that keeps this super simple is using software like FreshBooks. You do everything online and in one place. You can use that piece of software to create invoices for your client, track your time if you need to in your business, and track all of your expenses. So that's another thing where everything is all in one place. And it makes it really easy at tax time too. You can very easily and simply just print out reports come tax time and have everything you need in one place. So those are your letters in our acronym PSTS. You have a prioritize, schedule, take action, and use systems. Now, if you're just starting out in your virtual assistant business and you're not really sure where to even get this ball rolling, when you sign up at newvaadvice.com and subscribe, one of your freebies that you get is the Ultimate Virtual Assistant Business Starter Checklist, which is a really great way. Everything is all listed out for you, including links of where you can find more information for each piece that you need to do to build your VA business. So don't forget to grab that for free for yourself. And you can always check out the blog at newvaadvice.com for other tips and more information like this. Have a question that you didn't see an answer to though on the blog? I would be happy to record a video or do a piece for you to answer that for you. You can email me at alicia@newvaadvice.com or find me on social media at newvaadvice. Have a great day.